Module 2 of our Deeper into Typing seminar series, as most of you know. And this one will be focusing on archetypes, character structures, communication styles, and facial microexpressions. And we're going to explain what all of those things are. We have a lot packed into this 3-hour training. So, let me know if I'm going too fast. We just want to make sure we get through all the information. And you all will probably have questions about this stuff. But I think after we get through it, you will have a strong grasp of what it is that we're talking about. Okay, so in this module, we're going to talk mostly about, just briefly touch on the value of other systems, which I think we talked about before, the character archetypes, character structures, microexpressions, and like I said, the communication styles or language. And that we're going to show you mostly through showing you some examples of the Enneagram style questionnaire, which was what you took when you took the Enneagram test before. So we'll look at a few of those at the end just to give you a feel of how language plays into these typings. Okay, so now we'll move on to the warrior. So the warrior is physically active. This is somebody who is, their social role is persuading or protecting. So we move out of the creating realm and somebody who's more stoic. You get someone who's more reserved. It can look like self-pres even when they're not. They embody strength and the protective nature. They protect people in their sphere, their family, so it can look 8-ish. So even if they're not an 8, it will look like an 8. They're often disciplined and they feel the need to kind of whip people into shape, so they can look 1-ish in that way. They feel grounded or rooted, strategic and emotionally reticent. They're not averse to the principle of destruction. It's sort of like you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet kind of situation. So even, again, if they're not 8s, they can have a blunt quality. They're group focused because they're protecting people or an idea or something like that. They can seem kind of cold or cavalier, and they can steamroll others in an aggressive way. They can often be brutal or blunt and are hot-tempered and hot-natured, and they may have angry outbursts. So we often associate some, maybe some instincts of 1s, maybe self-pres 1 or 8, 6, that kind of gruffy 6 quality, or self-preservation instincts. With the physical structure of the warrior, you get someone who's more athletic, muscular, or sort of sinewy. They may seem like they work out all the time, even if they don't, or seem very defended, squared off jaws, and tough, angry, or predatory eyes, kind of like we would see with an 8. So that can make them look like 8s even if they're not.
It's actually really common for a lot of 1s to mistype themselves as 8s, and I would guess that it's because they can share this archetype with 8. So a lot of 1s will read the 8 descriptions and they'll think that they're 8s for the longest time until they realize, they have this archetype and they share that with type 8, right, but they actually are a 1.
Yeah. So here are a female warrior example, and what you'll notice most with the warrior examples are this squared off jaw. So with all of them, you get sort of this box jaw. So that's Hillary Clinton. We have Judi Dench here, Sigourney Weaver. You get this boxy kind of quality.
Yeah, and that's Mia Hamm right there at the end of the first row. And she's actually an athlete. And a lot of athletes will have the warrior archetype. It's very common with athletes.
Yeah, this is Gloria Steinem. Pink, who is likely 8, Rosie O'Donnell, and 8s will often have the warrior archetype. So they exemplify it quite a bit. They're, kind of predatory eyes. You get it a lot with Pink. This is Peppa from Salt and Peppa, who's probably a 7 with an 8 wing.
That's why she has a little bit less of the predatory look.
Yeah, she's a little bit brighter. If you look at the whole page as a whole, because she's a 7, she's brighter, but we didn't have a full body picture, but she's very kind of, muscular, and she seems
She's a very athletic stature. Very
athletic body. But you can see even here with Judi Dench, who, what do we type her as?
I think she's probably in the, maybe a 1.
Yeah, probably in the 1 range.
Maybe 1 or 2.
1, 2.
Yeah.
But you can see her eyes. There's sort of this predatory kind of looking eyes. They're kind of striking, or you look like, you wouldn't want to mess with them. Sigourney Weaver's probably a likely 3. So, and you can see the 3 eyes when we do the, later when we do the 3s and 2s, 3s, and 4s. 3s often have these sort of wide eyes that look like they're searching you for approval. So that's why you get that brighter eye. And same here with Mia Hamm. There's sort of that glassy look you can get with 3s. And then with Pink and Rosie, there's more of a predatory quality. And Rosie's the social 8, so she seems a little bit friendlier. But as we'll see next week when we talk about the gut types, 8s often have these strong nasoblasal folds here, which is not uncommon. And that's a good picture of Rosie if we had found one without makeup.
She's like snarling in almost every picture.
She's pretty snarly. So here are our male warrior examples. Again, you get that jaw. You get that squared off jaw, muscular kind of quality. This is John Cena, who's a great warrior example. I mean, he looks like a gladiator. Michael Douglas. Yeah. Kurt Douglas. Yeah. Sorry.
The original.
The original Douglas. John Wayne, John McCain, Ray Liotta. You get that kind of squared off quality. They just look like they're ready to pick up a sword and go fighting. Russell Crowe, who's likely an 8 with a 9 wing, is a great example of it. He's got artisan too.
No, that is Michael Douglas. Sorry.
That is Michael Douglas. Kurt Douglas is his dad. Yeah. Sorry.
He's old now, so.
Yeah. So here's Russell Crowe, and he's got these downturned eyes, which you get often with the 8 with the 9 wing. So he's probably the warrior. What warrior?
Yeah, he has a little bit of artisan too.
Yeah, there's softer quality with the eyes.
Yeah, then a lot of the 8s can have a little bit more of a steely or aggressive quality in the eyes, but the softer quality, he might have artisan second.
Here's Muhammad Ali. You get that kind of, I mean, the fighters, you get a lot of athletes will have this, people that are fighters, or even if they don't, they will, like the actors that are on here have gravitated to roles where they play these sort of tough characters because it's more believable. Okay.